Hey, everybody. It is July 31st, 2009. I am Sonic Sons, and this is video number 500 on YouTube. Produced by me and placed on my channel, number 500. Unless maybe YouTube deletes some of my older videos, in which case this will be some number less than 500, but whatever. This is a milestone. And a rather arbitrary milestone. It all depends on counting in base 10 and so forth. So I thought I'd get to the meat of something more important than my video count. And that's an idea I have called Wurlum. It's an idea that I've mentioned once before, in a video called Thinking of Wurlum. And it's one that I want to expand upon now. It's all about community and generosity. It's all about the notions of how we can connect to each other, how we can help each other in ways that maybe we haven't thought of before. It's about a very simple idea, an idea which exists independent of any one implementation of that idea. An idea which, I dare say, is basically a continuation of some very, very old concepts, like kindness, and generosity, and freedom. The idea is called Wurlum, or the more general notion of it is called Wurl, W-U-R-L, the Wurl. I chose that word for a couple of reasons. One, it sounds like whirlpool or swirl. I like that image of many disparate things sort of converging into one, you see. Of all around chaos, which produces something. Ordered chaos, or chaotic sort of world. And it's that last bit there, world, which is the second part in my motivation for the word. Wurl sounds like world, the world, we are the world, and what are we going to do about it? And last, it happens to have the letters URL in there, which is like the internet. Not that the thing actually has to occur on the internet. It could in fact occur in any context, really, where there are people. But I like how the internet provides a new framework sometimes. It makes things faster, you know. It makes things more open to connect with anyone all across the world, sort of a thing. So Wurl is the name of the very basic concept, and Wurlum is the name of sort of the organization of people trying to do something with Wurl. And it's a very decentralized organization. There's no president, there's no king or any such randomness. The Wurlum is just all the people everywhere just sort of doing stuff together and trying to help. And there may yet be other organizations which have more of a structure or definition or something. But this one, this Wurlum, is, by my definition anyway, just this notion. Just the group of people that are following the basic notion, which is Wurl itself. And then, for that matter, Wurlish, I believe, is the adjective which applies to Wurl. And then a person who engages in Wurl would be like a Wurlian, or a Wurlet, or a Wurlite, or something like that. It all comes down to a few principles. Number one, benevolence. Trying to help people, at least intending to help people, or at least wishing them well. As we're about to get to, you don't actually have to do anything. But whatever you do, don't harm others. That's another way of putting the first principle. Do no harm. You're either doing something good, or you're just neutral and doing nothing. But don't go out of your way to hurt someone. Don't bring them down. That's not right. Principle number two, Wurlish Freedom. And this is a sort of unique little thing. You may ask or not ask for something you need. And you may give or not give to someone in need. You may receive or not receive. You may refuse a gift if you don't want it or you feel uncomfortable for any reason. And you may reciprocate or not reciprocate. Pay back the person or pay back forward. Pay forward to someone else, to the Wurl. I love this notion of chaoticness. How someone might help me, and then no one is obligated, first off. I don't have to pay them back. I don't have to do anything, you know. And if there's any sort of agreement, if there's any sort of contract, okay, I'm going to give you this, but now you have to do something in return, that's not really Wurl. You can do that, but don't call it Wurl. That's something else, whatever it is. But just giving, say, okay, I'm going to give this to you. Something you need. Maybe you need money, it's the obvious thing, or food, or friendship, or knowledge. Get up there. I want to learn Japanese. Is there anyone out there want to help me with that? Maybe someone would, out of Wurl. Out of the idea of Wurl, they would help you. Or I need a ride to the airport, or someone do that. And maybe on the ride to the airport is hopefully someone you kind of know rather than a random stranger. We'll see, and we'll get to that in a bit. But Wurlish Freedom. Someone might help me. In the hopes that this will help in some way. First of all, I'm helped, but maybe I'll help someone else at some point. No one is obligated. You give whatever you can give, whenever you can give it, and to whomever you think deserves it. At whatever time, for whatever reason. Just so long as everyone is free and benevolent. The first principle of benevolence. The second, Wurlish Freedom. You may request or not request. You may give or not give. You may receive or not receive. You may reciprocate or not reciprocate. Do what you like. We're all free that way. Third principle of tolerance. Wurl should accept people of all religions, skin of all colors, citizens of every country, members of any family, the speakers of any language, believers in any set of politics, anything. Now, that does not give someone a particular license to violate Wurl. To say, well, my political views say Wurl is crap. Well, you're entitled to believe that. But the rest of us are entitled, by our Wurlish freedom, not to particularly help you out, you know. But tolerance does say that you cannot bear hatred against other people. And you cannot, you know, have irrational prejudices and discrimination, all sorts of things. There's been enough of that in human history. We have to get rid of it. Principle number 4, honesty. Whatever you share has to be true. And the 5th principle is privacy. If we're going to be on the internet, you have every right to not tell people your cell phone number and so forth, or only share certain information with certain people that you trust, etc. But what you do share, what you do claim to be true, must be true, at least to the best of your knowledge. There shall not be any lying. And this is an important note. There will be frauds. It's true. People will claim to be in great need and, you know, get themselves donations or whatever. It happens. And you've got to be wary and make sure that doesn't happen. And anyone, of course, who commits this fraud is violating the principle of honesty. And I'm hoping that there can be a great sharing of information, that I can see, well, let's see, this some person helped me, and maybe I could help someone else, and maybe there's an internet thing to help out, and someone I see, this person here, he needs something that I have, perhaps. There's anything random, anything at all, anything. Maybe I have a textbook that I used in a class once, but I'm not in that class anymore, you know, and then someone else needs it, and I see that's someone, look, he's already helped, or she's already helped, or it's already helped, you know, 16 other people and several different things there, and I can confirm with them, is that true? That really, oh wow, you're a very helpful person. Here, I'll help you. Not that I'm obligated, though. I get to make that decision on my own. Openness of information, but we must have honesty. And also the right to privacy. And the 6th principle, reasonableness, which is, if any of these rules or any other rules set by anyone don't make sense for some reason, if they violate something core at the principle of Wurl, then you can violate the rule. That doesn't give you license to do whatever you want, but if there is a good reason, then follow the reasons. Everyone should be able to make their own judgments about everything. Everyone should try to consider the truth as much as they can. And the truth, I think, is that if we help each other, if we reach out to each other, then this world, via Wurlum, will be a much better place. Thanks for watching. See you later.